Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. So today is going to be a very big day. We are on our way to get some diesel and then get some, well, that's not why it's a big day. It's not just a big day because I'm getting diesel, but we're on our way to go get diesel and then we're going to go get a trailer so then we can go pick up my 1995 Nissan 240SX S14. That's right, we are doing an S14 on the channel, a build I've been wanting to do for a long time, but my last Titan got totaled, and due to my last Titan getting totaled, I wasn't able to get around to it. Also, if you know 240s, you know they're kind of rare, and also the prices are going up like crazy, so it's hard to find one. But I found a great deal after all this time, and we're gonna go pick it up today. All right, everyone, so we have the trailer that we're gonna be picking up the 240 in. So it's first time towing with this truck because I've only had it for like maybe 2 months, and it's doing pretty good. We're heading down to Ormond Beach, so that's about an hour and 14 minutes. I won't be filming the interaction of getting the car because, you know, we're gonna be signing the titles and bill of sales and giving them money and all that kind of stuff, and just not gonna film it. So I will catch up with you guys a few times on the drive, maybe I'll catch up with you whenever I'm home and dropping the car off. We'll see, but it's gonna be a fun video. It's gonna be a fun day. All right, everybody, so the car is loaded up, and I looked at it and it's in great condition. I'm very happy with the car. I will show you guys the car when I get to my house because I want to drop it off and then return the trailer super fast. But yeah, I'm super happy with it, and you guys can see that bag right there. Those are the rear axles for the car. The diff is in it, but the rear axles are right there. He gave me a ton of hardware, a ton of parts, a ton of interior parts, which if you guys know about these 240s, you know that interior parts are not the easiest in the world to come by. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, the truck's towing great. I'm super excited to see how this goes. And let's get into the house quick so I can show you guys. So the trailer is off the truck and the 240 is right there in the driveway. Here's the new 1995 240SX S14 build on the channel. All right, guys, so that's the new 240 on the channel. It's the new build. I'm going to tell you all about it, but first we need to get all the interior pieces out. This is the dash without leather because he was going to get it upholstered, but didn't work out. He ran out of build money and needed to pay some bills, so he got rid of the car. But we need to pull all the interior stuff out. Here, I'll just skip to this all being out. All right, and if all those extra interior pieces are out, the interior, you can tell, is very stripped down. There's no carpet. There's really nothing in it. The two seats are in there and the back seats, but the back seats aren't even bolted in. Most of it is in my garage now. So this will be the first time I ever sit in my S14. Whew. Well, it's definitely a weird view. What is that? Clutch pedal, but it's, oh, the clutch pedal's not really installed. Okay, that's a little weird. We'll figure that out. But yeah, it was originally an automatic, so I guess he was planning to convert it to manual, which is exactly what I'm going to do. But here, let's shut the door. Whew, this is going to be a project. Man, these seats are comfy. This is like that good 90s build quality that we don't have anymore. So the headliner, the little side plastic things, the dash, the new door cards, carpet, or not carpet, sorry, everything but the carpet. Pretty much everything is in my garage now, which I will show you guys. And a lot of it, I don't even know where it will go. But, oh man, I am so excited to actually be driving this thing. And the headroom, it's pretty good. I was worried about that because, you know, I'm 6'2", almost 6'3", and it's a 90s Japanese car. So I was kind of worried, but this is going to be a fun build. It's so, like, everything is perfect and clean because it's all stripped and redone. This is a perfect shell. Perfect. I mean, if you guys go look at 240s online, I mean, they're very hard to find. They're very hard to find at a good price. And if you're looking for a shell like I am, this is just not, you're not going to find this. I'm extraordinarily lucky to find this. I mean, this is awesome. What a deal. The reason the guy sold it is because he needs to pay bills. You know, he's married, he's in his 40s, and needed to pay some bills and had to get rid of the car, so he made the responsible decision. I am making the irresponsible decision, but wow, I'm so excited. I don't even know what to say right now because I'm so excited. So yeah, let me show you guys some of the pieces that are in the garage. Oh look, the key. I didn't even ask about that. That was really stupid of me not to ask about that. Oh my gosh, I have another Nissan key. That is so cool. I'll keep it in there for now. I don't really need it right now. So, like I showed you earlier, we have the dash here with no leather on it. So we're gonna figure out if we're gonna restore this dash or get a new one, I'm not sure yet. Center console, a little beat up. And then we have like windshield wipers. I'm not sure what this is. A lot of this, I don't know what it is, but not sure what this is. Glove compartment. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. The little sun visor things. Look at that. That was neat cleaning. Headliner. Headliner's in really good condition. It could use a little bit of cleaning, and I'll clean it, but it's in really great condition. Is this like an ashtray thing? I don't know. No clue. Oh wait, that's a light. This must be. Oh, look at that. Seat belts. Cool. Gonna need those. These he threw in the car, which is awesome. These are tie rods. They're actually pretty good tie rods too. So we're gonna be installing those soon. I'm gonna figure out when I'm gonna do the suspension, how I'm gonna do it, and all that kind of stuff. The front suspension's all brand new. The rear suspension needs to be loved on, replaced and loved on. So we're gonna be visiting our powder coater a lot on this build. I think these are rear cards for the back seat, like the little side paneling of the car. And then some of these are like A-pillar plastics, and most of this I don't know what it is. But as you can tell, we have a ton of interior pieces, which means outside of a carpet and like a few other things. Wait, where's the speedometer? Hold on. He had a speedometer in his garage. Oh wait, I have a trunk. I'm not used to having a trunk. I forgot that there's gonna be a ton of things. I'm so glad that works, because those are some of those little things that you have to replace and you don't plan on replacing. I'm so glad that works. Okay, also this wing came on it, and I think it's pretty cool. I may keep it. I may do a different one, I'm not sure, but if I do keep it, it's gonna need to be restored, a new clear coat, because you can barely tell that it's carbon fiber, but it is. Right, there's so much stuff in here to pull out and look at. This is the carpet. I'm probably gonna end up getting a new carpet, but if not, we have it here, which is awesome. A lot of these parts are for a KA24, the engine that comes with this car, and I am not doing a KA24, so there's a lot of it I'm not gonna have anything to do with. I'll probably keep a lot of this in here. Yeah, there's a lot of the like dash pieces, which is great. I just want to make sure the speedometer is accounted for. Yep, there it is. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I'll leave that stuff in there for now, so I know where the excess stuff that I'm missing is. It's all in there. Man, this is one of my favorite views of the car. That rear end. I love that rear end. I'll probably do a different wing later on, but for now, that rear end looks so good. Another thing about this car that's not perfect, we're gonna have to get settled out, is the paint isn't exactly perfect. You know, you can see that there's spots like that need to be taken care of. So I'm gonna have the paint shop that's doing the grill, oh, well, you can't see it, but the grill of my truck right now, take care of that later on. But as for right now, we're gonna focus on actually building the car. I think the first thing that we're gonna do is handle all wiring besides for the engine, the wiring harness for the engine. Besides for that, I think we're gonna handle all the wiring first. There's a big wiring harness that comes all the way under the carpet and stuff, which we don't have carpet yet, but because wiring seems to be one of the more complicated parts of this car, because there's going to be all these little clips like this one that are cut, and then I have to figure out what this clip is, what it's for, where to get the new one, if the wiring harness just happens to be the new one, all the wiring on the back of the steering and the ignition, all those kind of things. So there's going to be a lot of wiring to figure out. And also, I forgot, the taillights, the wires are just cut and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of little wiring that we're going to have to handle. There's going to be 3 wiring harnesses we're going to do: an interior wiring harness, a fuse box wiring harness, and then the engine wiring harness. And heck, I don't know everything in the world about these cars yet. I'm still learning. You know, I've never built a car. I've only built diesel trucks, and this is in case you guys are new to the channel, you're checking out the channel because of the 240. This is another build I have going. Just got this truck. It's a Titan XD. It's got tunes and exhaust right now, but just in case you guys are new to the channel because of this car. And if you are, please consider subscribing. There's going to be a lot of cool content building this car. It's going to be a really cool, clean street build. Yeah, so we're going to tackle wiring, and then after that, I want to tackle 2 things. I want to tackle the steering. Now, this steering rack is a really good steering rack. The guy who owned it before me, who worked at a body shop for 15 years, really experienced car guy, he rebuilt this whole steering rack on his own. So it has, everything is stock on the steering rack except for these lines. These are ISR lines, which is really good because ISR is going to be supplying a lot of the things for this build. It just needs some lines here and to be pressurized. And then the brakes. So the rear doesn't have brakes at all. And then the front has brakes, but you know, I need to get this brake line put in, and I need to get them bled and all these kind of things. I mean, there's a lot to do with the brakes, so that's going to be difficult. So we're going to need to tackle that. I'm going to wait to build the interior, to put all the interior parts in until after the engine is in, because I want to take advantage of the fact that it would be really easy to do all the wiring I need to do because of those holes and stuff and no dash, and for the big wiring harness for the engine. So it's kind of like what I'm doing right now is trying to figure out what's going to happen first, what all the order is going to be, how everything's going to go in, because there's so much to do on this car. I mean, most of it is not put together. Oh, another thing that has to be tackled that I want to do before we even get an engine is the rear suspension. So if you guys look, there's no brake rotor at all. There's a brake caliper, but there's no rotor or anything like that, and also it's pretty rusted up in there. And then I'll show you under. So a lot of the suspension components on here are pretty rusty, and the diff needs to be sealed and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of little things to do. So we're going to pull all that out and completely redo it. Anything that is going to stay is going to be powder coated. Anything that's going to be replaced is going to be thrown away. So it'll be a good little process. I'm going to need to get some lug nuts for it because I don't know if the lugs are on here, but that's okay because the car isn't actually running. It's just you know, sitting here. So there's going to be so much to do. I know I'm leaving out so many things. Another weird quirky thing about this car that we will do really soon is he had a hydro e-brake, and this looks like brackets for a hydro e-brake. It also is cutting the seat, cuts into the seat a little bit, and I don't want that, so I'm going to cut these off and then sand it and then paint all around it. The paint doesn't have to match perfectly to the black because this is going to be carpet over it, but just paint so it doesn't rust in the future. So I'm going to be getting rid of those because, you know, I don't really plan to do a hydro e-brake, and they cut the seat, so it's not even worth it. So I'm going to get those out of there. Guys, comment below what you guys think about the new 240 build. I know it's completely different than anything I have ever done on the channel, but I'm super excited to tackle it. It's such a big project, so I'm super excited to tackle such a big project and something so drastically new. Ooh, it looks good over from there. Man, it looks really good. I'm so excited to build this thing out. Okay, so as you can tell, the 240 is no longer in the driveway. We got it up in the garage, and it looks just so good sitting in here.
Dude, looks amazing.
So we got all the parts back here. Like I said, I was gonna move all this stuff back here, so that looks way better in the garage. But we got all the parts here. Sway bar, AC lines, dash, plastics for the interior, seat belt, hood latch, miscellaneous stuff there, plastics there. The headliner in great condition, tie rods, everything's here. The whole setup of the garage looks so much better. And then the car. Oh, it looks so good in here. Oh my gosh, I love this car. Guys, thanks for stopping in the video. It's the first ever video of the 240, so I'm super excited for it. If you're new to the channel because of the 240, go on and subscribe so you guys can see the rest of the build, because it's going to be a super fun build. We have a ton of cool content coming up for the truck and this car. With that being said, Jason, do you know what to say? Okay. With that being said,
We're out.
you got a Nissan Titan grill off.